fights are causing panic, baby. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Speaking about Jermall Charlo, he had said in an interview just a while back that moving up at 168, your son's name was brought up, and he said he could knock him out. That, early or late, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. He will eventually happen. He will knock him out. What are your thoughts about that, man?
Oh man, I love that fight. That's another dangerous fight that we're willing to take, man. That will be a pay-per-view fight, like I said, because it's so big that people want to see that fight. Man, we're excited. I already called our promoter, and we talked about, hey, let's make this fight happen. Do everything you can. He wants to fight. We want to fight. It should be an easy fight to make. He's a gangster. He doesn't run from nobody either. So he's a talented fighter, a really good fighter, up there that, I think we can beat him. I think it's not going to be easy, but those are the fights that people want to see, man, and we want to bring those fights to the people. So we already reached out to our promoter, and hopefully he's serious about what he's saying, and we can make that fight. I mean, to me, that's bigger than Caleb Plant. That's bigger than any other fight, I think. And then whoever does good is going to go to the next level and keep fighting those other fighters, bro. Whoever, out of this winners will beat anybody, because then we can show a little bit more of what we have,
You
They don't want to fight me, dog. They want to fight me. That's a little boy. What he's like, grown ass man, bro. We're like 23, 24. David beat the about 23, 24. I'm hitting with some shit he ain't never been hit with before. Y'all motherfucking retarded. I'm hitting with some shit that I'm telling y'all remember the shit happened with Luger? Motherfucker too good, too dumb. So run right into that shit. Run right into that shit. Snap his motherfucking neck. Like I'm trying to kill him, like right. That's the power kid strength. Like you know what I'm saying? Like to be my son. I can raise your ass. What you talking about? Stupid. Nah, it's just like they kids, bro. I'm not fighting nobody under 25, and I'm not fighting nobody that don't take the vaccination. If you don't get the vaccination, I'm not fighting you. You have to get vaccinated for me to fight you.
Orale raza, gfunkyboxing of HCP, that's Hispanics Causing Panic. Coming at you with another video here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and click all. This way you know every time that G-Funky goes live for his show, HCP Uncensored. We talk about all the hottest topics in boxing, and this is another hot topic right here. Okay, so let's get into this thing, man. You guys, I played you a video, I played you some audio here. Let's talk about what David Benavidez did. Now, I took that interview from the Leave It in the Ring channel here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to them. And look for them on iTunes as well, and all the podcasting stuff. That's where you will find the Hispanics Causing Panic podcast. But he interviewed Jose Benavidez Sr., and they talked about what Charlo had to say about how he would knock out David Benavidez, El Bandera Roja. And he says, hey, look, man, it's a good fight. It's a big fight. We think it's a bigger fight than Plant. We've already reached out to the promoter to try to make that fight happen. So looks like they're all ready to go for that fight with the Jermall Charlo. Now we get audio from Jermall Charlo saying he's not fighting anyone that's under 25 or anyone that doesn't get the vaccination. Okay, so that's very look. Those statements there from Charlo are very disappointing, very shocking, because the thing is this, man. If you're not going to fight anybody under 25 or anybody that doesn't get vaccinated with the COVID-19 vaccination, I mean, who are you going to fight then? Why even fight at this point if those are your demands to fight anybody or whatnot, The thing is this, man. People are very iffy about the vaccination. And they have their right to think that way, From what I've seen, the numbers in the Hispanic community, that's my community, and the African American community, which is Charlo's community, the percentage of people that are getting vaccinated are very low. I mean, it's just a thing in our communities. I don't know if it's we don't trust things or what, but the percentages are very low. So that doesn't mean that we're all not going to get it. It doesn't mean that some fighters might not get it, but it's very low. And to say that, I mean, it's just like, man, like you're already putting yourself in a situation where people are going to look at you silly, you know, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm looking at you sideways, Jermall Charlo. This is not what fighters should be saying or doing, you know. And historically, look, man, the thing is this: historically, you've been in there with not the best competition. You know, your resume needs a lot of work, man. A lot. I mean, your twin brother Jermall is doing fucking great. I mean, that's a badass vato right there at 154, man. He's getting ready to become undisputed, I believe, and you know, he's doing his thing, man. The guy took a loss, came back, got his belt back. Then he comes back and knocks out Rosario to become the unified champ. He's got 3 belts at 154. He's doing his thing, man. And he just recently came out and said himself that he wants to separate himself from his brother. You know, he wants to make his own legacy, which I respect a lot. You know, not that he hates his brother or anything, but he just wants to build his own legacy when it comes to this boxing shit. And I 100% respect that. What I can't respect is a guy saying that he's not going to fight anybody under 25 or anybody that doesn't get the COVID-19 vaccination. Can't respect that, and you cannot try to make this sound pretty or make it sound like it was taken out of context or anything like that. You heard the audio. You heard what the man said. So is this a flat-out duck? I mean, again, I don't like to say that fighters are ducking, but this is not good. This is not a good look for Jermall Charlo at all. Everything looks like to be a go, green light over on the Benavidez side. So, you know, don't come out and say things like you want to fight guys and then you make all this stuff up, man. Like, let's just, look, man, just stop the nonsense. Get in there. You need a fight with a guy like Benavidez. You know, you really need a serious name. I mean, the biggest name on your resume is Derevyanchenko. Now, I gave you credit for that. I even picked you to win that fight. But you gotta build on this momentum. This little momentum that you got here off of that win, you gotta build on that, man. And to say things like that, man, that's just very disappointing, man. And that's not what you want to hear from a fighter at all, man. At all. So I don't want to hear this talk anymore, man, from the fanboys out there that claim that this guy is so avoided and that everybody's running from him. But look, man, he's making reasons to not fight people. Multiple reasons to not fight people, especially a guy who he said he was going to knock out. They respond by saying, we want that fight. It's a big fight. It's bigger than the planned fight. We've reached out to the promoter. Come on, man. I don't want to hear this no more about Jermall Charlo being this heavily avoided guy. That narrative is gone, destroyed. And let's get behind Jermall Charlo, man, because he's doing his damn thing. Look, if Jermall starts getting to work, you know, I'll get behind him as well. But right now, how can you not like what Jermall is doing at 154 compared to what his brother is doing? I mean, it's just night and day. So those are really my thoughts, man. No more talk about this Charlo being avoided all the time, man, because he's avoiding fights by saying things like this. So I'm going to end this video right here, man. I just want to give my quick thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Again, if you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. This way you can join me every time I go live. Every Wednesday, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. This is gfunkyboxing of HCP, and I'm out.